little underhand lob pass, and I just want you to catch it with your right hand, okay, and just give me a lob pass back, okay. So what we're going to do is just demonstrate just a little lob pass. It's going to be underarm. I want to make it easy for Ellery to catch. He's going to catch it and he's just going to pass it back to me. All right. Great. Nice one. Nice control. Okay, so how many skills are we demonstrating here?
3.
Okay, what are they?
Catch, pass, and focus on catching the ball.
Okay. Who thinks we're demonstrating 3? Who thinks we're demonstrating 2? Who thinks we're demonstrating 1? Okay, we're demonstrating 2. Okay, so we're demonstrating pass the ball and catch the ball. Okay, do you think we're showing what's our technique like? Poor? Yeah. Watching the ball is part of being able to execute the catch. Okay? Yeah. So, what we want to start thinking about now is just the components that make up pass the ball and catch the ball. Okay, so let's start with, just pair up in your pairs. Okay, really simple skill. Underarm pass, okay, one-handed catch, and then just think about what your body's doing, and let's deal with just pass the ball first. So what are the components of pass the ball? What do you think?
As pass the ball.
Yep. What makes up the pass?
Swinging of the arm.
Yep.
Bending of the elbow and the releasing of the fingers.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Anything else? Think about. What do you think?
Release.
Yep.
How much power to put into it.
Okay. Anything else?
Timing.
What do you mean by timing?
Timing when you close your fingers over the ball.
Okay, so we're talking about the pass at the moment.
Oh yeah. Catch, sorry. Yeah.
I suppose how hard you hold it.
Great. Yep.
If you hold it too hard, you know
Great.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else?
When to
To release.
open it, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Very good. What do you reckon?
For me, it's depending on whether catch it overhand.
Yep. What about for the pass?
Pass, making sure that I'm releasing it at the right time.
Okay. So the release point. Yep.
Release point, fingers are pretty much where the ball's going to go.
Okay. Is there anything in terms of how you hold the ball? Is that a part? Is that a component of the skill?
I don't hold the ball over the top. Because if I do, I've got as much control over it.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
For me, it's just the timing.
Yeah. Timing.
Finding the right timing to make the ball go straight.
Yep.
Move it faster.
Is there anything in terms of how you hold the ball? Is that a component?
When I'm hold it like that, put it under.
Yeah.
Also flicking it.
Flicking with your fingers. Okay. When you're holding it, are you holding it mostly in your palm or mostly in your fingers? Okay. All right. So come in. Some pretty good analysis going on there. Okay, so you guys over here, in terms of the pass, what were some of the components of that skill that you identified?
Eyes on the target, so you're giving them a good ball to catch. You don't want to
Yep.
throw it at the ground.
Yep.
Follow through, making sure you're always sort of leaving it high.
Okay.
Just to, as I said, just to get that arc. Release it at the right time.
Okay, what's the right time?
The right time is when he's ready to receive it for starters. And
Yep.
secondly, when they've got the momentum to ensure that it's going to go to the distance between.
Yep. So we've got the release. What about you guys? What are some of the components of the pass, the ball skill?
The release at arm parallel to the ground.
Arm parallel to the arm. Okay.
Go. And then as receiving it, just making sure your palms out into a cup.
Yep.
And just follow
Okay. Anything else regarding the pass the ball skill that we haven't covered already? So we've spoken about release and targeting. What about other things that are key to the execution of the skill? Letting it go, actually letting it go? Yep. What about prior to letting it go? Anything going on? Where to start? What do you mean?
Some people might go just be simple and just start from there.
Okay. So yeah, so actually that's a really good point, because I think might have been you guys spoke about also the amount of power you put into the pass, eh? What about how you hold the ball? Is that a component of the skill, or can you just hold it any old how? You got to grip it. How?
Fingers around the ball like that, so it doesn't just fall out.
Yeah.
You just had your palm. It's just going to fall anyway.
Okay. See, this is that's a really good description. Okay, because again, one of the things, like just going back to my Small Blacks experience, our coaches are saying, "Oh, you just pass the ball, or you just catch the ball." Okay, but when we talk about well, you got to grip it. Okay, we spoke about, who did I speak about? Where you? Yeah, so we spoke about flick, but what about in terms of holding the ball? Yeah. Okay, so who discovered that? Who was aware that whether you were holding the ball mostly in the palm or mostly in your fingers? Anyone notice that? Okay, so because that gives us a different type of control or a different type of feel. Okay, and so this is what, and so when we talk about gripping it, okay, so are we gripping it mostly in our fingers, or are we gripping it mostly in our palms? Someone spoke about, who was it who spoke about, I don't want to grip it too tight. Someone spoke about, I think it might have been you, eh? About, yeah, great. Okay, because again, I guess these are the things that we go about that we can do, because this is like a really basic skill, really easy, right? So we are all unconsciously competent in being able to perform this. Okay, so we can say, yeah, well, you just grip it and just let it go and target it over there, just making sure we release it, all right. But when we think about more complex skills, it's our ability as coaches, once we engage our coaches' brains, to be able to take that description and just break it back down into things like, okay, so am I gripping it mostly in my palm or mostly in my fingers? Okay, if I think about grip strength, am I gripping it like as tight as I possibly can, say like a 10 out of 10 in terms of firmness, or when I explain it to my players, do I want to explain them to say maybe grip it at around about a 2 or a 3 in terms of tightness? Okay, so again, I guess my point is that when we engage our coaches' brains, just being aware of what are we actually doing in performing a skill that we are all unconsciously competent at doing. So let's pair up again, but this time let's just analyse what we're doing in terms of good technique on the catch side. Let's have a go at that. Yeah, one hand. Yep. So again, just thinking about what you're doing.
It's almost like that, because it's crazy. If it's a heavy board, you're using more of your hand and you're using more recoil. But yeah, it's just that light touch and then you're almost ready to go with the power straight away. I do this, the under. It's a technique issue.
Great, I'll get you to explain that. Because is it wrong?
No, it's not actually.
No.
It's just now weird, now it's been pointed out to me.
Yeah.
Because you were going, no.
You notice anything about the catch?
I'm just saying that our fingers are doing all the work for me, so when I'm catching, that's what my fingers as well.
So what do you think? You say your fingers are doing all the work. What are they doing?
So as soon as the ball hits there,
Yeah.
closing.
So as soon as it hits there.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you with the ball when it hits there? Just keep going. So notice what your hand is doing before it hits. Maybe a little bit more. Yep.
So basically, I'm blowing.
Okay. Anything, just be aware, are you doing anything with your hand prior to the throw being coming, or are you just standing like this, or are you standing there like this? You're making a target. Okay, good. Good.
My hand's ready. My hand's ready. Shift my body.
Okay, so how would you describe that?
Well, it's just shifting my
Yeah.
If you guys put my hand up there,
Yeah.
up there, because I'm going to block my view,
Yeah.
then I'm going to shift myself to the side
Okay.
so I can.
Okay, so we're incorporating something else here now, eh? We're actually incorporating your feet as well, eh?
Yeah.
Even though
If I'm playing foot,
Yeah.
ball's coming, it's up there now, I'm going to shift my
Okay.
foot out.
Okay, that's good. Good to come back to that. What do you notice?